guys for joining us. We appreciate your support. And thank you guys for being a part of the J&B family. We appreciate your support. So we need those comments coming, especially those in Atlanta. Make sure you hit us up. We appreciate you. Go ahead and like, share, and subscribe to the J&B family podcast. And like I said, we're going to get started in just a second. So thank you guys for joining us. Come on in, chime in, and join us. Okay.
Thank you guys. We appreciate you guys joining us.
Yes, thank you.
All right. We are live. We appreciate you guys. We're live on all of our platforms,
Yes,
so we are good to go, guys.
Yes. And today's topic, guys, we're going to, it's called If You're Broke, Don't Try This at Home. Only the rich survive. In other words, if you don't have the money, don't try it at home. We're going to follow the money. That's our particular theme for this evening. We're going to connect the names, and we're going to ask why they are still free. That's what we want to talk about. Yes. So guys, buckle up. Another episode of J&B Live. This is not your grandma's news show. This may be your auntie's show. We can deal with that. It's J&B Live, and today we're stirring up the Billionaire pot. And I am your girl, Dr. B. So it's good to see you guys again.
And of course, I'm your boy, Broker J3. Let's get ready to ruffle some feathers and shake the money tree, y'all.
Yes.
All right, we're going to do that, all right, on today's episode. Who's protecting who? We're diving deep again into the Jeffrey Epstein, his secret stash of billionaire friends, and why some names still have not been called.
Wonder why. Okay, guys, so we're going to get messy. We're going to break it down. We've got Trump, we've got Epstein, we got Ghislaine Maxwell, and why folks in power keep protecting the predators. Why is it that they won't release those files? We're asking the questions corporate media won't. They should be asking these particular questions, but they're not.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. They're not doing it, Doc B. So, so let's be real. Trump's back in the White House, and the Epstein files still haven't been dropped yet. Why?
Yeah, and so now we're playing a waiting game because the Senate is out until September, and so they're hoping that all of this is just going to fade and that it will no longer be a topic of concern. But I think it's going to still be there because people still want to know, and guess what, guys? We're going to continue to talk about it.
That sounds like a plan, Doc B. All right, shout out to our Gen Z truth diggers.
Yeah.
Our Gen X realists.
Yeah, they keep it real.
And our seasoned saints in the back pew sipping tea.
All right now.
All right, guys, make sure you guys hit that share button. Tag your friend, your auntie, your uncle, your students, your brother, your sister. Everybody needs to hit us today. Well, we're trying to definitely hit our goal today, guys. So make sure you guys continue to tap that screen.
Please, yes.
And send
Much
those
love
gifts.
To you guys.
It goes a long way. We appreciate it.
Support.
And make sure you subscribe to our channel. We really appreciate it so much.
Yes, we
Thank
do,
you
guys.
so much, guys. Okay? We're going to get right into it. So you know what? Let's talk about it.
Yes. Okay, guys. So we're going to look at how the party buddies moved from the party buddies to the political silence. Let's go way back. Trump once said on camera that Epstein likes beautiful women as much as I do. And that was his quote, okay? And many of them are on the younger side. That is a direct quote from 2002, guys. Yes.
Yeah, that's crazy. Let's not act brand new. Trump and Epstein, we already knew they was tight. There's too many pictures, too many videos of them two together. Not to mention that Epstein brought a lot of them women to Mar-a-Lago where Trump's at. So let's not play those games. The Palm Beach parties, Mar-a-Lago dinners, and the flights. Now let's keep in mind now, even after Epstein died, guess who plane Trump was driving in? Flying in rather. Epstein's plane. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Don't let that fake I kicked him to the curb story fool you. Trump only distanced himself after the heat got hot.
Yeah, and that really just happened this week when he used the term that he stole some of his workers. So yeah, the heat, they said when it gets hot, you get out of the kitchen. He's trying to get out of the kitchen. And now, guys, here's the part that should everyone up in arms. Trump's own Attorney General Pam Bondi told him that his name was in the Epstein files. So if his name is in the Epstein files, along with, they say, hundreds, of other names, we want to know who those names are. So we want to find out why these predators are being protected and how that money is following them and why they're being protected.
Exactly. So guys, let that sit in for a minute.
Okay.
Let it sit in for a minute. Think about that now. All right. The president of the United States, was told his name was in the file, connected to sex trafficking to minors. Come on now, the president, and nothing happened. Nothing at all. Nothing but denial. Not even a press conference.
Okay.
Just straight silence.
Okay, guys. Now, guess what? Here's a woke moment for you guys. You want to ask yourself this question: would a black man, or even just think about President Obama? Oh God, they would be having so many sessions, it would be ridiculous. Would a black man be allowed to stay president if this was happening? If he was even accused of it, guys, let alone re-elected. Let's talk about the double standards.
Exactly. And that double standard, that's the billionaire game. No degree, all access. All right? Epstein never had a 4-year degree, guys. Not at all. He taught high school math without proper credentials. And somehow he ends up managing money for billionaires.
Yes, no degree. All right, guys. Thank you, Dr. Dunn. Thank you, Charles Sanders, for joining us. Thank you, Mark Richards. We appreciate you guys being a part of the J&B family.
Thank you.
So, guys, let's think about that. No degree, but yet he's managing all of this money for millionaires. Child, please, you know any black people like that without the credentials doing all of that? He wasn't managing money. He was managing access. Epstein allegedly used girls' secrets and surveillance to build a blackmail empire. That's real business, guys.
Exactly. And you don't need a Harvard degree when you got footage.
Okay.
Favors and billionaires on tape. Now, not to jump scene real quick, but think about the Diddy trial. There's a lot of people that was at those Diddy parties, including influential names. Big name people. Billionaire people was on that list. People that was kind of like hiding out to find out what was going to happen because they were scared that Diddy was going to release those tapes and show substantial people that y'all know, love, or care about was having some of those freak offs with Diddy.
Okay, all right, guys. So we're gonna shift. We know what was going on with Diddy, and let's shift it back to Epstein. Epstein's estate was worth over $600 million when he died. He had a private island, a New York City mansion, jet, ranch, expensive art, safe deposit boxes with all kinds of IDs. We heard about the DVDs and plenty of cash. Okay, guys. The translation equals he had receipts, he got some leverage on some people, and may have bought him some protection.
I believe that.
Yeah, for a minute anyway.
I believe that, Dr. Okay. Now let's jump on this Ghislaine Maxwell real quick. 20 years but no clients. 20 years but no clients. Let's talk about that, Dr.
Okay, all right. We're going to talk about Ghislaine Maxwell. She was convicted on the sex trafficking charges, but somehow not a single name of the men involved has been released. Now, does that make sense?
No, that don't make any sense at all. How you traffic to no one?
Yeah, right. Okay, that just doesn't make any sense. She got 20 years for trafficking minors. To who? To who? These girls didn't traffic themselves. Who trafficked them? Who was she working for? That information, other than Epstein, that information has not been released. Who were these girls being trafficked to? Where is that information?
Exactly. That's similar to like charging a drug dealer without mentioning who he bought the drugs. Who bought the drugs from him. We charging you for selling drugs. Okay, well, who did I sell the drugs to? You ain't got no names, no nothing, but you charging me for something. Just like she was charged for something, but like Doc B said, she was charged for sex trafficking. Who did she traffic thousands of girls to?
All right, Link, thank you for joining us. Iris, Daisy Jane, G-Man, thank you guys for joining us. We want to know who was involved. We want to know those 100 names on that list. Okay, guys? Now, just remember this. Maxwell came from British royalty level wealth. So she had money. Her father, Robert Maxwell, was a media mogul. She wasn't new to power, so she was used to that kind of power. She knew how to move in silence. And then I think they said she had like passports and all of this, and then she had citizenship in like 3 different countries. So she knew how to move.
Yeah, she knew how to move in silence until she didn't.
Okay,
but still, silence from the DOJ, silence from Trump, silence from Congress. Y'all better wake up, y'all.
Yeah, and Link, I agree with you 100%. They really need to release those files. It's time. And see that, like I said, this week, President is talking about Beyonce,
treason, Obama treason.
Yeah, talking about how much Beyonce got paid and all of this, Oprah, just trying to distract, trying to get you to talk about that mess and get him off of Epstein.
And don't forget the new one that he's pushing today, y'all. You know, I stopped 6 wars in 6 months.
Oh, yeah.
and his press secretary talking about he deserved Nobel Peace Prize for stopping 6 wars in 6 months. This man crazy, y'all.
Yes,
this man is slap crazy.
Okay, guys. So why haven't those files dropped? Why haven't the Epstein files been released in full? And they can redact it if they want to remove the victims' names. They can do that. But what about everybody else? Where are those other names?
I'm gonna tell you why. Because they contain names of, you know who? Untouchables. That's why. CEOs, presidents, royalty, tech moguls. You think your favorite billionaire is innocent? Think again.
Now, it's been reported, guys. It's been reported that Bill Gates was connected. I don't know. I haven't seen the files. Prince Andrew, they said his name is in there as well. Okay, and let's not forget Bill Clinton's name. They said his name is in there as well, and that his name was in one of Epstein's flight logs. We don't know for sure. We want to see those names so that we can come to our own conclusion. There's no need to second guess and say, have the conspiracy theory. If you show us the information, then we won't have to guess. We'll know exactly who's in there.
Exactly, but somehow these files stay sealed because they ain't just one party. It's not just the Republicans or the Democrats. It's the elite, guys.
Yes. All right, Deuce, Liv, thank you for joining us. Matthew, thank you for joining us. We appreciate you guys. We appreciate all of the comments, guys. So keep those comments coming, okay? And Trump, who could order the release of the Epstein files? Do y'all think he can do it at the drop of the hat? Do you think he can release them tomorrow? Yes or no? Let me know what you're thinking. Do you think he can? I think the answer is yes, but he's chosen not to do so. That tells you everything. If he really wanted to get the heat off of him and his name is not in those files, they would be released tomorrow.
Yeah, it would be, but if you innocent, you would want the world to know that you innocent. You had them files front and center showing everybody, hey, I'm good. But if you guilty, you keep those files buried in a vault, maybe somewhere in the Virgin Islands somewhere.
Okay, guys. All right. Now, thank you for the comments. Keep those comments coming, guys. We appreciate your support this evening. Hey, Mickey, how are you doing this evening? Thank you, guys, for your comments.
Yeah, keep tapping that screen, guys.
Yes.
And we'll appreciate those gifts y'all sending. Please do not stop sending those gifts. We'll appreciate your support. Thank you so much.
And like and share and of course subscribe. So guys, let's have the real woke talk about this. The whole case exposes a system of white male privilege. We know that is what's happening. The elite wealth shields. They feel like they protected, that they above everybody else. Some of them feel that they can do whatever they want to do. And then silencing victims for decades. They're intimidating the victim.
And it don't make sense. And before I say what I'm going to say, I'm going to say this. Ghislaine Maxwell got what they gave her
20-year sentence.
20-year sentence, but she's on the verge of being pardoned by Trump. Now he's playing with it. I could if I want to, but ain't nobody talked about that yet.
Yeah,
but you already had your people go talk to her already.
Right.
So you prepping everybody up for pardoning her.
Yeah.
Now what doesn't make sense, because we're talking about how these elites. Like the title says, if you broke, don't try this at home. Don't try this at home.
No.
Meanwhile, you got black and brown folks. They getting 20 years for a dime bag of weed. You know, and folks with traffic, minor stuff, you know what I'm saying, still show up at galas.
Yeah.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Don't make sense.
Yeah, and you got people still in jail, even though they changed the laws. I'm not advocating for people that smoke weed or anything, but people that now the law has changed where, you know, the laws have changed. If you get caught with less than an ounce, you may get a tap on the wrist, but you still got some people that's been in jail on those minor charges that's still serving that time.
Yeah, but
see now with the people that are rich, they know how to buy their ways out of all of that.
It's been lopsided for years because let's be real. Because even when the crack epidemic came out, let's be real now. If you got caught with $20 worth of crack, now keep in mind, now that crack, that's a small portion of cocaine mixed with some baking powder, some other stuff. Mm-hmm. I don't know how to cook it, but I'm just saying, it's a small amount of cocaine. Mm-hmm. You can get caught with a bag full of cocaine, a bag now, mm-hmm. and get a slap on the wrist. Mm-hmm. But if you get caught with a couple stones, rocks, whatever the hell they want to call them, mm-hmm. you get caught with a couple loads, you about to get 10 to 15 years in jail. Yeah. It never made sense.
Yeah, never. And then it also depends on where you get arrested, because you could be in an area that is predominantly white or predominantly black. Sometimes that can be positive for you or negative, because you could get sometimes a much stricter crime, a punishment, a sentence than someone else in another area with the exact same punishment, same crime. It doesn't make any sense, and that's why we're talking about it, because sometimes when you have money, you're able to buy your way out of things, and that's what's happening now with Ghislaine Maxwell, and that was what was beginning to happen with Epstein before he actually, you know, they say he committed suicide. But there's a minute of that tape that's been omitted where people think that he actually was murdered. But he so-called had a deal with, I don't know if it was a district attorney in Florida, where he thought he was going to walk.
Yeah.
He really did.
Because then why he thought he was going to walk? Because he was going to give up some names.
Yeah.
He was going to tell on some people that he was trafficking these girls to. That's why he thought he was going to walk. Mm-hmm. But when he found out what he was going to do, it's just amazing how unalived he was, how he unalived himself. It doesn't make sense. I don't care how anybody twisted. And if it was sincerely the case, then why you got altered video? Why you got missing video? It doesn't make sense, guys. I don't care what they try to push on the people. People smarter than that. I know you guys are smarter than that.
Yeah, Link, you are right. What? That's all we can say is what. Thank you for your comment, Matthew. Hi, hello, friend. How are you doing this evening? Hey, how are you guys doing? Thank you for all of your comments. We do appreciate the comments. Hey, Suspect 44, how are you doing this evening? And Holly Lou. Hey, Holly Lou, how are you this evening? Thank you guys for the comments. So keep the comments coming. So guys, now we're gonna say that cancel culture, but the truth is power never cancels power. It just rebrands it. Trump is in office again. Maxwell's name has faded. Epstein killed himself, and the world just moved on. But we're saying, hey, no, let's pull the brakes. Let's back up, because we still don't have that transparency that we want. We want transparency. I don't care if we got to wait till the Senate comes back in session in September. We still want a transparency. The American people should demand transparency.
Yeah, but you know, this isn't about gossip, Doc B.
Mm-hmm.
It's about the culture of silence and selective justice. That's what it is. I mean, they know exactly what they're doing. You know, regardless how you put it, even the distractions and all the stuff that's going on, they know exactly what they're doing, and they're hoping that people just forget about it, let it go, because that's what's going on right now.
Okay, guys. All right, that's exactly what's happening. So, guys, shout out to all of you who are joining us this evening. We appreciate it. Thank you for your comments. Keep those comments coming. We appreciate it. Like I said earlier, anything that you feel, you know, I want you to share this video, because, you know, if you let this fade, then it's just going to be pushed under the rug. She's going to be pardoned. It's going to be over. Done deal. It'll be out of the news. But you have to keep talking about it, because this is news. I feel like I'm speaking out on behalf of those victims, because right now they have not been given a voice.
Exactly. Hey, guys, if you're still locked into us on this podcast, please drop in the chat. You know, Let us know that you're feeling these truth bombs that we dropping, you guys. We really appreciate it, and thank you. Continue sending the gifts. We see you guys send them.
Yes,
thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
Much love to you guys.
It keeps it going. It keeps it going. Thank you so much, guys. We really appreciate the love.
Yeah, and shout out to our woke warriors. We have some people in from DC. We have a couple of aunties that are joining us in from Detroit. And also we got some Gen Z soldiers in Texas. So thank you guys for keeping the energy going and keeping it high. Thank you for being a part of the J&B family. Thank you for being a part of this discussion.
Exactly. You know, this combo isn't over yet, y'all. Y'all better keep on sharing this on TikTok, IG, X, if you own that. You know, they won't air it, but we will.
Okay, now we will. We're going to keep it going. So follow us everywhere, guys. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. We're on TikTok, YouTube, at J&B Live Talk. Stay woke. Stay informed. And, guys, stay activated.
Exactly, guys. And hit that support link. Family will appreciate it. You know, everything that you do. You know, they talk about keeping the independent black media in the conversation going. We appreciate you guys so much for everything that you have done for J&B Live Podcast.
Thank you, guys. So we said it. So now we're gonna get ready to, you know, give you guys our final thoughts on this. Why are the Epstein files still sealed? Why hasn't Trump opened them? And why do we let rich people escape justice? Why is this happening, guys? Let us know why you think this is happening. Do you think money just buys everything? You can do whatever you want to do if you have money? Do you think that's the case?
It's time we start worshiping billionaires and start questioning how they got there in the first place. Money without accountability is dangerous, guys.
Yeah, so you want to keep asking those questions. Keep pressing for the truth and never stop following the money, because where the money is, I can guarantee you that's where those secrets are.
And again, guys, we appreciate you joining us today. And for some of you guys, remember to follow us for Live with J&B on YouTube. That is our main channel where all of our content, merch, everything you're looking for is there.
Yes.
We appreciate you guys. And for some of you guys that don't have time to catch us on YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram, or some of the visual channels, please make sure you guys tune in to your favorite podcast channel, whether it's Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeart, Radio, Amazon Music, or wherever you get your podcast listening enjoyment. Just look for J&B Live Podcast, and we'll be right there with all of the content that you guys need to listen to and enjoy.
Okay.
And as always, I'm your boy, I'm your uncle, I'm your guy, Broker J3.
And I'm your girl, I'm your sis, Dr. B, guys. So thank you for joining us. And again, as always,
let's talk
about it. Thank you.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for joining us today.